Alright, hello everyone. I'm getting ready to do a little bit of work on this, my Washburn 1987 Washburn G-3V. I bought this from a buddy of mine who owned a music shop back in 1987. Anyway, I'm having trouble with this selector switch. I was going to replace it with a new one, but the distance between these two holes on this switch is 31 millimeters. And all the ones that I can find new are 41 millimeters, which they won't fit. So I'm going to try to clean it. I mean, I guess I could elongate that hole and drill another hole for the screw, but you know, and make it bigger. But I'm going to try to clean this one if I can. As you can see, that in that position, it's not working. There. You mess with it, you can get some sound out of it, but it needs help. So I'll see what I can do. Okay. Well, first I'm going to get the screwdriver set out here and take those screws out. Well, I can tell it's coming loose. I hope this knob will come off. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, I'm gonna. Seriously. Oh well, I ended up breaking it, but I can get another one. I sort of figured that might happen. In fact, that may have already been broken, and I glued it. That seems to be a little familiar to me. So I'll have to get another knob, but that's no big deal. Just need to get the thing out of here. Okay, so I can clean it. I saw in another video where a guy desoldered the switch, but I don't think I'm going to have to do that. I think I'll be able to do it with by just removing it and taking it apart without desoldering it. At least I'm going to try. Battery's going dead. Well, hopefully I can get this out of here without too much trouble. And let's see, is it still in the shot? Make sure you're still in the shot. Okay, yeah, there she is right there. Just take this thing out. Hopefully there's a little slack on these wires. Looks like there is. I don't have to yank on them too much. Yep, I think I can manage that. Just take those two nuts out. Get to it without desoldering it. Yep, looks like I'm gonna have to use pliers. Take these nuts off. Little nut drivers with that kit were just a little bit too small. Okay. Don't have a whole lot of slack on here. Hopefully I can do this without pulling any wires off of it. Okay, I got that apart. Oh, almost. And they're the two. Oh yeah, they're the wipers, and you can see on there. I guess you can see these contacts are dirty, fairly dirty, and the wipers there, they probably could use cleaned off and kind of bent up a little bit so they make better contact. I actually have this it makes contact in the middle too. I see that piece needs to. Okay. Yeah, and I actually have this little abrasive wheel on my Dremel tool, and these things are pretty cool. They sell them on Amazon, and they're really cheap. You get a whole bunch of them for, I don't know, $12 or something like that. And I've used these for other things, model trains and that kind of stuff. The only thing is, with this kind of stuff, you do have to kind of be careful. You know, with a Dremel tool, you need a very light touch. I tried to use my battery operated one, but it's dead. So I'm going to have to be really, really careful with this thing. Turn it on the lowest setting and just barely touch it. So I don't do more than I want to do. And you just barely touch it, because that's only copper. So it ain't gonna take much to. That's a really soft metal. Now you probably, if you're not comfortable enough doing this, you could just use rubbing alcohol, and because that really is kind of tricky. And in fact, I'm not going to use that Dremel tool on this contact thing over here. I'm gonna get this rag a little bit wet with rubbing alcohol, or maybe I'll use these Q-tips and clean it off that way, because I'm just a little leery that Dremel tool will be too rough on it. Record. Okay. Well, I hope that first section recorded, because well, we'll see. Just go on cleaning this switch. It stopped. That's why I was wondering. Okay. Okay. Okay, and see this center contact, I'm going to bend that up just a little to make sure it continues, makes good contact. And kind of bend these up a little bit too. Try to. And hopefully I can put this thing back together and it works like it should. Just trying to see in there if everything's making contact like it should be, and it looks like it is. Okay, I think we got it. So I'll put those nuts back on there. Yeah, this thing, well, it's been acting up like this for decades. It really, I didn't have it very long, maybe just a few years, and that switch started acting up. So I'm thinking maybe the contacts weren't making the greatest contacts even from the beginning. So that's why I bent them out a little bit. Hopefully this has it. And this is a Washburn, like I said, the G-3V from '87. But I think there are a lot of these late '80s guitars that have this same smaller switch, that if you're having problems with them today, you're pretty much going to have to do this. Because I don't know. I contacted several luthier supply companies, and nobody can find me one. So we're pretty much, you pretty much gotta try to make do with what you have. Okay, where's the slot? Put that thing back down in there, and hopefully I didn't. Hopefully it works. Hopefully that does the trick. Okay. I think before I put that cover on, I'll flip her back over and put those screws. Let's see, I gotta hold that in there while I put them in. Start them. And, oh yeah, I gotta get that. Okay. Oh yeah, there we are. Got the one started. There's the other one. Yeah. Okay, I think for now I'll just leave that cover off to test it, just to make sure it works and did the trick. Well, here's the moment of truth. Well, I think we've got it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps somebody, this video helps somebody with these old 80s vintage Washburn guitars, and I think Charvel and some other makers use that same switch that you know, that the new ones won't fit in that slot unless you do some modification. Well, thank you, and everybody have a good day.